Hello, Geeky Dragon here, and right now I'm uploading part 2 of my Coliseum walkthrough to like training 3 level Gen 1 dragons here. Supposedly it's supposed to take a while. It's like when I first uploaded it said something about 2 hours, or over 2 hours. Well, in that I brought to mind this Sweet Elite game. It's now in the demo stage. I have 2 accounts on here. They'll allow you as many accounts as you have emails for. But I want to go through this, all of you. Right now they have the demo available, which has the intro, episode 1, and episode 2. I did an unlisted video explaining some bugs I found, some commentary, info, and the like. And there's an upcoming event on their YouTube channel. And I decided to do this before that. It is completely customized. Your character, you can in this game, you can play as a boy or a girl. That's if it will load. And instead of having... Okay, on My Candy Love, we have a limit of 5 guys. In the high school, and 4 guys and a girl in the college. In Elbria, we have, I believe, 4 guys right now. 3 are dateable, so 1's like semi-dateable. And it's like, out of them, it's like, I like the semi-dateable guy. And that's controversial and reason, like, that's very divisive on its own. Sweet Elite. The characters you see here: Alistar, Stair, future Olympian, Axel, the Academy's rock star, Tadashi, student council president, Tegan, the geeky mastermind, Taylor, the artistic genius, Raquel, soccer team captain, Nia, the fashion designer, Corlina, the top model, Ellie, the inventor extraordinaire, and Claire, the heart of the academy. All of these characters can be either dateable, or you can friend zone them, and they won't complain. Carolina is what I would consider their version of Amber, but she seems to have reasons for it. You can completely customize your character. This is a female. A neat thing that happens too, in My Candy Love, you have to redo the episode to get your character to match up with what they look like in the illustrations, right? Not so here. Now, they're doing this mainly for free. Let's see if they had like frequently asked questions up here. Sweet Elite, an online otome game following the adventures of students in Arlington Academy. Your character, the Scholar, is a scholarship student that makes a series of major choices, reflecting both their destiny and the destinies of those around them. Flirt with students, build your romance, and uncover Arlington Academy's secrets. Create your own story. Dual art style. Our CGs are made by our two main artists, each of them adding their own charm. We know you like variety. Same-sex dating options? Yes. And you have 5 instead of sticking to 1. Because of our current day and age, we think introducing an LGBT branch to the storyline of an otome is long overdue. Sweet Elite has 5 dateable girls and 5 dateable guys. I love this. Friendship and romance options. Sometimes you just don't like a person that way. Choose between friendship and romance dialogue options and watch the story adapt to your choices and build relationships accordingly. The possibilities are infinite with the infinity meter. Best part, our characters won't complain about being stuck in the friend zone. Choose a department. Everybody has talent. And now it's time for you to choose yours. Choose a department for your character as they become a scholar in Arlington Academy. Need convincing? All you need to do is try our demo. Are you a parent? And you click there for more information. Now they also, for the departments, they go, which will you choose? Each department has students with specific skills and personality traits. It's up to you to choose the one that suits you best based on your talents and on who you are. The department you choose will not affect your relationship, but is part of who you are as a player. Pick one that is right for you and show some school pride. Not sure which department you belong in? Take our quiz. And I'll take it just to show you how easy it is. And as you can see, each one has its own gem color. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like almost double the houses in Hogwarts. When it comes to homework, how do you get to work? I procrastinate like crazy, but somehow still manage to pull off something half reasonable. I experiment with the questions given to me and try to come up with smart answers to them. Unless it's something I am passionate about, it's going to have to wait. I find a quiet, productive spot and take my time to get all the answers right. Right away, I like to get things done and do not like to procrastinate. I often forget my homework. Oops. Homework? Sorry, I'm not doing that. I find a quiet, productive spot and take my time to get all the answers right. If I'm not stressed, this is what I do. Otherwise, I'm a mix between these two answers. Next. You've been feeling stressed out lately. How do you unwind? I go shopping. I take long and satisfying naps. I make myself a good healthy meal. I catch up on my social media and my favorite TV shows. I call some friends and hang out. I don't. Dress is an integral part of me. I've heard this said so many times that I'm wanting someone to tell me exactly what do they mean by that. I cuddle up with a good book. Among the following, what makes you the happiest? Helping people in need and connecting with others, leading people towards a common goal or ideologically touching the hearts of people with my performances, pushing myself to my limit and winning, creating something beautiful and inspiring others, constantly exploring and trying to improve the futures, discovering new trends, and being an influencer. Leading people towards a common goal and ideologically is what I'm going to put because it sounds the most right to me. So yeah, I would probably do that. If there's one thing you couldn't live without, it would be a cell phone, a sketchbook, a functional wardrobe. I am strong enough to adapt to any situation really. A planner or notebook, internet connection, food, water, shelter, and sleep to live. I am a human being. Sketchbook. How do you dress in your daily life? Bring on the edge. I don't follow fashion rules. Every single piece of my clothing needs to reflect my aesthetic and is carefully picked. Something aerodynamic, preferably. I like to have space to move. Something completely avant-garde and new. Something simple and practical, yet still super cute. Honestly, I just want to be comfortable. A good mix of classy and casual. It's a cross between these two, so it's like I usually go for the classy and casual. I think I'll go with the honestly, I just want to be comfortable. Which of the following annoys you the most? People giving up without trying. When people try to get too much attention out of others. When people try to put me in a box or slap a label on me. When people argue against proven facts. When people judge, suppress, or don't understand my vision. When people lack empathy for others. When people try to hold me back from success. Let's see here. It's a mix between when people give up without trying, when they argue against proven facts, and when people lack empathy. So I'm going to go with that because that annoys me the most. If your friends could describe you in one word, what would it be? Sharp, passionate, caring, ambitious, fearless, rational, creative. Passion or creative? We'll go with creative. What is your idea of a perfect date? A classic restaurant and a movie date, going to a concert with my crush. I love to go on a jog with them and then go back home to cook some yummy food together. I hate going out. I'm very happy if we could just stay indoors and play video games. A nice coffee shop and museum date, something casual like a lovely walk in the park. Spending a day at the mall with my crush. Something casual, like a walk in the park. What is your favorite book genre? I like books with a lot of action scenes. Anything that has a lot of visuals in it. I like to link what I read with what I see. I'm really into mystery, fantasy, and science fiction stories. I'm not much of a reader, to be honest. I prefer movies. I enjoy non-fiction books that I can learn from. I have to admit, I have a soft spot for romance novels. I read anything that was recommended to me by a source I trust. I really like fantasy, so I'll go with that. What is the current state of your room? I try to keep things organized and tidy, though I do not mind a little mess sometimes. It's not too tidy nor too messy, but I have way too many posters on my wall. I'm never home, so my room never gets the chance to get messy except for all the clothes I forget on the floor. My room is generally organized, but my closet is always overflowing. Everything is a mess, but for some reason I manage to organize it properly in my head and always know where things are. Let's just say my roommates hate me. It's horrible. Everything is organized in a precise order, and if anything's out of place, I'll lose my mind. I do not mind a mess sometimes. but it also depends on what you mean by precise order, because right now, because my room isn't really my room. It's only until after I get everything situated and they have their permanent spot will I turn into everything is organized in a precise order, and if anything's off, I'll lose my mind. Well, that's going to be the future, so we'll go with that. What do you usually post on your social media? Pretty pictures of nature, of my family and I. Mostly my own art. I also run an art blog on the side, selfie videos, and literally the best pictures of my friends and I. Call me narcissistic, I don't care. Inspiring quotes and yummy recipes. I monitor my social media to the last detail in case my future employer finds something compromising. Nothing too extra. Anything related to the latest trends, the dankest memes. Let's just go with that. I dance a lot and socialize with people, but I go home early. How do you behave at a party? I dance a lot and socialize with people, but I go home early because I value my sleep. I avoid non-parties at all costs. I'm staying at home. I stick with my friends. We end up ditching early and finding a more quiet place to talk. I spend hours trying to pick out the perfect outfit. Once I get to the party, all eyes are on me. I stop at nothing until I become the life of the party and make 100 new friends in the process. I tend to avoid parties that do not offer me an opportunity to network with millionaires. I don't have time to waste. I try to enjoy myself and meet new people, but the loud music often tires me out. Or to avoid loud music at all points. It's like I try to enjoy myself. Keyword, there's try. Do you find it easy to make friends? I am very shy at first, but people usually warm up to me fast. I'm pretty friendly in general, all I want is mutual respect. I make friends easily, but I don't make close friends easily. It takes time for me to trust. I tend to attract many people to me and let things flow to see where it takes us. I'm extremely selective when it comes to my friends, therefore I rarely make new ones. More blunt, I tend to make friends only if we have similar interests. It is ridiculously easy for me to make friends. I am very popular. I'm very shy at first. It's like I'm a mixture of this one and this one. So I'm going to go with this one because it's like I have yet to make any good attached friends without going out of my comfort zone. And it's easier to do that when you have interests together. How easily do you get attached to fictional characters? I try not to, but I have a soft spot for fictional characters with gentle and soft personalities. It's rare, but I get attached to some, especially the ones that are courageous and strong. I would deny it if people asked me, but I get attached to a few characters and stay loyal to them forever. I relate to so many characters, it's hard for me not to get attached. I don't get attached right away, but I usually give in to the most intelligent character in the end. They're so cool. I don't. They're not real. Why would anyone get attached to fictional characters? It's so ridiculously easy for me to get attached that I can't help myself from drawing fan art of them. I relate to so many characters, it's hard for me not to get attached. How do you approach controversy or drama? I sit peacefully on the sidelines and watch the drama unfold. There's no way I'm getting involved, but at least I can be entertained by it. I'm usually the cause of controversy, and I absolutely love it. I tend to avoid it, but if I can, I usually have at least 5 comeback arguments that would completely obliterate my haters if they try me. I try to put an end to it. I avoid it because I can't be bothered by stupid arguments. Are you kidding me? I love adding flames to existing drama. I avoid it because I do not want to hurt anybody's feelings. I tend to try to avoid it if I can. But yeah. How much do you worry about what other people think? I crave other people's attention and I'm not afraid to admit it. I crave other people's attention and I am very afraid to admit it. I worry to some degree, but in the end of the day, I'm happy with who I am. I could care less. I get validation from my own decisions, and no one can take that away from me. I don't want to admit it, but it really hurts when someone doesn't like me. I don't care, except when it comes to people I care about. Will it hurt my future career? If not, then I really don't give a shit what others think of me. I worry to some, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with who I am. What animal would you want to have as a pet? Something exotic and dangerous, like a tiger or a lion. I like reptiles. A snake or a lizard would be nice. A slender and agile cat. A small hamster would be cute. Unfortunately, I have no time to take care of a pet. Ideally, I would want a dragon, but the world doesn't work that way. Something energetic, like a big fluffy dog. Dragon. Second answer would have been a dog. Okay, we're going to consider all your answers, but if you could choose which department to go to, which would it be? Let's go with, Department of Fashion, Department of Athletics, Department of Pure and Applied Sciences, Department of Business, Commerce, and Politics, Department of Fine Arts, Department of Health Sciences, the Department of Performing Arts. Fine Arts. Next. I'm in the Department of Pure and Applied Sciences. You are intelligent, curious, and love to solve problems. You're straightforward, objective, and very reliable. You have a wild imagination and keep an open mind. While you tend to be introverted and somewhat private, once your classmates get to know you, it's easy for you to win them over. Oh my god, I need to go into the Pure and Applied Sciences now. Which is gray. 2 hours and 41 minutes. Holy shit, this is a long ass video. Which is great. Now both of my characters are in this here. I will make one that goes into the Pure and Applied Sciences. And that will be my insert of me in there. Now, most of their info I get is from their Tumblr, which is right here. But yeah, those are the 3 chapters. Now why this is might take a while loading, and I apologize. but I am going to use the bathroom and I will be quickly back. And I wish I could. This was a live stream so I could show you guys. But I have yet to figure out how to get OBS to be okay with the live stream. Sorry about that. Oh, when Mother Nature calls, you don't answer it, bad things happen. Sweet Elite Meet and greet. Oh, they changed it. Oh, no they didn't. Saturday, July 21st, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New York City time. Tune in to our YouTube channel on July 21st to chill with the staff members and ask them your questions. The live chat will be available to you guys for you to talk to us, and we will go with the flow, following what you want to talk about. Rules are as follows. Try not to ask us questions that have already been answered in the frequently asked questions. No, we will not tell you when the next chapter will be out. This is a meet and greet, not a progress report. Be respectful of the staff and other scholars. We will kick you out if you are not. Please do not bombard us with 1,000 questions all at once. We are only human, and depending on the numbers of viewers we will have, it might be too much for us to handle. Keep it fun. This is meant for you to enjoy yourself. Kuntil and I will be on a Skype call with each other during the live stream, so you will be able to hear us laugh at all of your jokes and memes. Other staff members will be moderators of the live chat. If you cannot make it, or if you are too shy to talk to us, you can still submit a question anonymously or not for us on this poll. We hope to see you all. Serena, the project manager. I will personally be there because I have nothing else to do, and it's like I really want to see that meet and greet. Help in frequently asked questions. I found a bug. How do I report it to you guys? Contact us at support@sweetelitegame.com with as many details as possible on the bug. Screenshots are highly appreciated. We will get to you as soon as we can. Thanks for reporting it. Some bug is preventing me from advancing through the game. I'm stuck. How can you help me? Try refreshing the page or coming back to the game later in the day. Most of our bugs are due to servers being slow, which means they're having problems handling a lot of players online at once. If refreshing or coming back later doesn't help the bug and the bug is still following you, contact us at support@sweetelite.com with as many details as possible on the bug. We will try to get to you as soon as we can. Someone just asked me for my login information. I think it's a staff member. What do I do? Never give your login information to anyone, even if you think they are a staff member. The staff member trying to help you will always contact you using this email address, support@sweetelite.com. Any other email is not a staff member trying to contact you. They are a sham. I think my account has been hacked. What do I do? First of all, never give out your login information to anyone, ever. If you suspect your account has been hacked, change your account email and password. You can do so on your profile page. If this doesn't solve your problem, email us at support@sweetelite.com. I forgot my password. You can reset your passwords by email right here. I forgot my username. Email us at support@sweetelite.com and include as many details about your account as possible. What browser do you recommend me playing Sweet Elite on? The absolute best browser to play Sweet Elite on is Google Chrome. We cannot guarantee that your game experience will be as good on other browsers. How do I reset my progress in the game? I want to start over. You can do so on your profile page. Just click Reset Progress. Warning, if you reset your progress, you will lose all your infinite points, achievements, and illustrations. That's sort of the point. But okay. Your account in-game experience. What is a scholar? Scholar is the default name we give to the player character / main character. You can name your character Scholar in Chapter 0. Why aren't there more hairstyles to customize my scholar with? Because we offer the option of playing as either a boy or a girl. The artist needs to work very hard to make illustrations for all 4 feminine hairstyles and male hairstyles. This necessitates a lot of work, and we cannot afford to spend any more time on the hairstyles. Less hairstyles, faster chapter update. Am I allowed to create multiple accounts? Yes, you can, but you will need multiple email addresses. We only allow 1 account per email address. Energy, money, and replays. What is energy? Energy points are what you need to play Sweet Elite. Each energy point gives you the ability to make 1 movement throughout the school and explore. You don't need energy points to advance through a dialogue once you've initiated it. Since this is a demo, your current energy is infinite and you can play Sweet Elite over and over again. Money is in-game currency. You will need to buy new clothes and accessories for your scholars. You will be able to use it in shops and during special occasions. Since this is a demo, your current money is infinite. You can currently not buy any other clothing items for your scholars. We will announce the release of the boutique when it is ready. How can I get more energy / money? During the demo, all energy and money is infinite, so you don't need to worry about that. Once we release the full version of the game, we will also explain the different ways you will be able to get money and energy and money. Thank you for your patience. What are replays and how do they work? Replays give you the ability to restart your story from a certain chapter and make different choices. If you replay, for example, if you want to replay chapter 1, but your data about chapter 0 will be saved, but it will be as if you never played chapter 1 and 2. The infinity points you have accumulated will be reverted. You will, however, keep your unlocked illustrations and achievements. Infinity meter. What is an infinity meter? The infinity meter is Sweet Elite's version of the otome's love meter that shows your relationship with a certain character. The higher the percentage, the more the character likes you. Unlike other meters, though, the infinity meter is designed to showcase both your friendships and your romances with each character. Why is it called the infinity meter? Why not? How does the infinity meter work? The infinity meter allows your character to choose whether they stay friends with a character or move into the romance road. You can have 2 stages in your relationship with a character, thus it's in your infinity meter. 0 to 51 points. Friendship stage. Both romance and friendship options raise your meter until 51. 52 to 100 points. Romance stage. You can only get to that stage if you choose the romance option at 51 infinity. If you keep choosing friendship meter options, your meter will not go up. If you want a more in-depth explanation, you can click there. Can I raise my romance or infinity points with more than 1 character? Of course you can, but at some point you will need to choose who your ultimate crush is. How do I increase my infinity with the characters? To increase your infinity points with a character, you will need to choose the right dialogue choices when they come in the game. You usually need to choose among 3 different choices. Do not ask any of the staff members for answers. We won't tell you. Play with friends instead. What are the romance and friendship options? The affinity meter allows your scholar to choose whether they'll stay friends with a character or move into the romance route. Depending on whether you choose romance or friendship, the dialogues will change and the story will adapt to that choice. How will I know when to choose a friendship or romance option? Once you are playing, once a character gets to the point in the dialogue that requires a response from you, these buttons will come up. Before you continue, you will have to choose the friendship, handshake, or romantic heart. Whichever you choose will give you 3 dialogue options to choose from: positive, negative, and neutral options that will affect your affinity with that character as such. What happens if I have the same amount of affinity with more than one character? If that happens, we will randomize between you and give you your highest affinity character. Illustrations and achievements. What are illustrations? An illustration is a moment in your adventure that has been captured in an image the artist drew. You can see your illustrations by going to My Dorm and clicking the book on your desk. Illustrations can differ greatly. They can be your scholar hanging out with friends or a full-on date with your crush. You will have to wait and see. Each chapter will have at least one illustration available to unlock. How do I get illustrations? As you're playing the game, you will need to make the right combination of choices to get the illustrations. This could be only one dialogue choice, or a set of them. Once you've unlocked an illustration, it is unlocked for life. You can replay chapters in order to collect all illustrations. Can I change my scholar's appearance in the illustrations? You can do that by going to My Dorm, clicking on the wardrobe, and making your changes. All of your unlocked illustrations will be changed to reflect your new appearance. I love this! What are achievements? Achievements are mini goals spread out over the game. We will not tell you what they are. You will need to unlock them to see what's required to get them. I hope they're funny. Once you've unlocked the achievement, it is unlocked for life. Consider them bonuses, as they give you insights on what kind of player you are. Some achievements can only be unlocked by choosing specific choices. How can I get achievements? It will depend. Some achievements are unlocked by choosing a certain dialogue choice. Others take several combinations of choices. Others will depend on which ending you will end up having. What happens if I unlock every achievement in the game? You can't currently do that during the demo, but we have many more planned, but you'll see. Arlington's departments. What are Arlington's Academy departments? Does my choice affect the story of any kind? It's a part of the story. As a student of Arlington Academy, your scholar can choose between 7 specializations offered to study. Once they choose, they will be given a badge corresponding to their chosen department. Each department is different and has students with different specific personalities and skills. It's a way to customize your character. You can choose any department, and this will have no effect on the story and on which character you will be allowed to pursue. You can remove anybody you want, regardless of the chosen department. Can you choose more than one department? No. You may choose only one. If you want to change your department, you need to restart your story on Chapter 0. What is included in each department? Where does insert thing here fit in? See this post for a rundown. If you see what you don't want on this list, this post will most likely explain why. Okay. The department budgets were a massive success, and we're super grateful for that. However, we have realized we haven't made some details as clear as they should be. There are two big questions we get asked a lot. Will we be able to? This post will answer those questions, hopefully. First question is, will we be able to choose a specialization within the department? Unfortunately not. That's because, one, it would be insanely hard to make that choice relevant to the writing of the story. It's already hard to implement the basic 7 departments, and 2, it would be held to code and keep track of. The more customizations we offer, the more complex it becomes for us to manage, and higher the risk of problems. Furthermore, because Scholars Department as it is has little to no effect on the story, we concluded that offering the option to add a specialization to the department chosen would be pretty much useless. What are the disciplines included in each department? This answer is long, so let's go through each department one by one. Department of Business, Commerce, and Politics includes typical business and commerce disciplines. My students in this department study one or a couple of those: accounting, finance, economics, human resources management, international business, marketing, supply chain operations, business technologies, politics, and various social sciences, political science, law, history, psychology. Department of Performing Arts. Oh yeah, there's like a little thing done with that hex. Includes for performers, theater acting, movie acting, music, stage performers / musicians, dance. For backstage supporting workers like stage lighting, makeup artists, songwriting / music composition, choreographically, script writers, stagecraft. Department of Pure and Applied Sciences. I realized that knowledge of what consists of pure and applied science is not necessarily common. Thus, I want to make it clear that pure and applied sciences consist of physical and engineering sciences as well as pure mathematics. Thus, it includes all engineering disciplines: mechanics, architecture, computer science, mathematics, statistics, physics, robotics. Department of Health Science and Biology. This one is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm still going to give you an overall list of what this is included. Medicine, medical research and disease control, nursing, veterinary medicine, prescribing, dentistry, midwifery, surgery, psychiatry, which is different from psychology. A psychiatrist can prescribe medication, making them a doctor. Department of Athletics. This one's easy. All disciplines included into the Olympic Games. Therefore, if you want to check if your sport made it to Arlington, check out this official link. This makes sense because every young athlete dreams to be able to compete in the Olympic Games one day. Students in the athletic department also takes classes about culture and marketing around sports, as well as nutrition, in order to prepare for a career in professional athletics. Department of Fine Arts. The main fine arts disciplines include painting/drawing, sculpture, music, non-performance, the general study of music theory, poetry, fiction writing, design, photography, video production/film, craft, printmaking. The line between performing arts and fine arts is really thin, but the main difference is the focus on fine arts is the pure aesthetic components of beauty, whereas the performing arts focus on entertaining and delivering for an audience. The two are two different and distinct industries. The Department of Fashion includes modeling, fashion photography, tailoring, fashion design, fashion marketing, stylist, fabric maker. And that's a wrap. I hope this clears it up for you. If your desired discipline doesn't show up on this list, send us a message and we'll confirm whether or not it is covered up by Earth and Academy or not. But be warned, if you send us a message asking about your discipline and it's already listed on this post, it probably won't be answered. We give priority to disciplines that are actually not listed. Thank you for reading. Thank you for following the Department of Sweet Elite. Dude, if I make a fan fiction on this game, my character would definitely be a Mary Sue. Wait a minute. I needed to check one horse. But chapter 3 will be released sometime in August. See here. I want to know what's in the Olympic Games, so check out this official link. Summer sports: archery, athletics, badminton, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, canoe, slalom, canoe sprint, cycling BMX, cycling mountain bike, cycling road, cycling track, diving, equestrian, inventing equestrian jumping, fencing, football, golf, gymnastics, artistic gymnastics, rhythmic, handball, hockey, judo, marathon swimming, modern pentathlon, rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, swimming, synchronized swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, trampoline, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, wrestling freestyle, wrestling Greco-Roman. Holy shit, I'm going to have to go through this. But yeah, that's what each one was. But yeah, mine's definitely a Mary Sue in the fact that she has ties to the character I'm wanting to create for this game, has ties to all the departments, even though she's only picked one. Okay. About Arlington Academy. We received a couple of asks since we posted a description of Arlington Academy departments. However, Courtney and I have noticed that a lot of you seem to be confused by the level of education offered by Arlington Academy. Arlington is a high school, that is, it has to follow the basic curriculum to be able to give its students a high school diploma, no matter how private, rich, or reputable it is. It is the law. It means general ed, math, English, social studies, science, exact, as well as electives must be offered to students later on. Students can be placed in advanced placement classes for which they can potentially receive credit for university. These three types of classes are the main types of classes offered at Arlington. Arlington Academy is not meant to replace any type of post-secondary education. It has a superior reputation because of the quality of its secondary education programs, but it is no way a replacement for university or specific career certificate training. Therefore, specialized classes offered at departments follow the AP and elective classes usually, aiming for that particular field. To give you an example, if your scholar is a student in business, commerce, and politics department, then they will take AP classes on microeconomics and macroeconomics, as well as an elective in business education. These are general classes in the field, and by no means narrow down the student into a specific career choice. It's preparation and exploration. Here's a Wikipedia list about elective classes and AP classes. Thus, specific fields and careers such as military training, culinary school, exact, are not disciplines included at Arlington. Those require specific professional training, and that is not the goal of Arlington. That being said, thank you for all your interest and curiosity of this subject. Okay, I wonder if you could combine the two, though. The future of Sweet Elite. What is the full version of the game? Won't it be like this demo? The full version of the game is the more complete version of Sweet Elite that is going to be released later during the year. It will include a city map, and a boutique as well as minigames and playing options to get energy and money. The full version will be very similar to the demo. The game itself will not change. Once we release the full version, you will no longer have infinite energy or money. You will be able to keep the account you've created for the demo. Will I have to pay for the full version? No, you will be able to keep playing the game for free, but you will no longer have the infinite money and energy. We will give you free alternatives to get them, as well as pay ones. We do need to make money to grow Sweet Elite and support ourselves. Will you include more clothing options in a clothing shop in the full version? Yes. Will we be able to buy wigs for our scholar? Yes. What about minigames? There will be minigames, but since they have a specific purpose, I have a speech impediment. My apologies. We will not reveal anything about them until they are ready. Are you guys going to release a mobile app? Yes, that's the plan. The mobile release will be after the full version release. Will the game be available in multiple languages? Will you need translators? We're planning on releasing versions of the game in other languages, but that's a long time goal. Our focus is currently to finish the English version first. We cannot say whether or not we'll need translators. If we do, we will announce it when it's time. Do not ask us if we want to help to translate the game before we make that announcement. Are you guys going to include music and or sound effects in the game? Music and sound effects are low priority right now, but if we do get the resources and skills to implement those, we will definitely do it. If you want to apply as a musician, contact us here. Will you need voice actors? No, we will not be needing voice actors for now. Voicing the characters might happen in the future once we're fully established, but I would not put it in my list of priorities. When will the next chapter be released, and how frequently do you plan on releasing them? Please do not ask us when the next chapter release will be. We will announce it when it is ready. For now, we do not have a regular update schedule. Keep in mind that we are a team of volunteers. Some of us have full-time jobs and cannot afford to work on Speed Elite non-stop. The artists need time to draw your clothing items and illustrations, and programmers need time to implement the new chapters properly. No, will there be a forum for players on the website? No, they are hard to manage. Other games like My Candy Glove have a big team of game developers and managers, and they still struggle to keep things calm sometimes. We're barely 10 people, and we already have our hands full with producing in-game content. A forum is simply not manageable with our resources. We'd much rather spend our time working on the next chapter and releasing it early than spending time managing a forum. Are you guys planning on releasing merchandise I can buy? Yes, it is still in development, but we will release them as they are ready in our shop. Keep your eye out for them. How can I donate money to support you guys? You're awesome for wanting to help us, but we're not accepting money right now. Later on, however, we will offer merchandise and other products for all of you to enjoy. Save your money for this. No. Are we allowed to pitch in ideas for dateable characters? No, 10 dateable characters is enough work as it is. Can I date Arlington Academy's teachers? No, this will never be an option on this website. Scholar is a minor. Will this game be 18 plus? No, we are keeping this game around 14 plus. No sex scenes or extreme gore and violence will be included. Good. And we just went through the entire sequence. Nope. There's one more area. Spoke too soon. You copied Mystic Messenger's 707. Listen, we get it. They look similar. But no, we did not copy 707. Read about it here. Can I make a Speed Elite fan blog, fan art, fan fiction? Can I post my walkthroughs and guides of the episodes? Yes, yeah, okay. Yes to the fan blog, yes to the fan art, yes to the fan fiction, and yes to the walkthroughs. Yes, 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 and yes. Of course you can do these things. Who is the staff's favorite character? We cannot choose. They are all awesome in their own way. What timeline did the game take place in? In the past, in the future? Sweet Elite will take place in the near future at the start of the timeline, being marked as September 20 something. So in the near future. Not to be rude, but you literally ripped off 707 with your redhead dude. Hi, Anon. Not to be rude, but Church does not own red hair or glasses on a character. We have gotten this kind of comment from people who are not even aware of who Tegan is as a character, and we have clarified this over and over again on this blog. But just to do it one more time. Tegan's character design was created before Mystic Messengers came out. When M&M came out, we saw the similarities, but we weren't going to spend our further hours and resources to change small physical characteristics that do not even define a character to that degree. We are a small team of volunteers and have little capital, and so we didn't think it was important to change his physical when Tegan and 707 are two very distinctive characters in personalities. It kills me when some of you, very little of you thankfully, assume that they are similar personalities. Because apparently every boy is like, that is, A, a redhead, 2, into computers, and 3, wears glasses, must be the same personality. I don't understand this logic at all. It's ridiculously superficial. 707 is portrayed as outgoing, fun, and a little weird. He hides a darker side to his personality due to his depression and crippling low self-esteem. He pushes the player away from him in fear of hurting them. His route is amazing and heartbreaking. Tegan is very introverted, shy, direct, and honest. He is always genuine and doesn't hide any part of him, and gladly opens up to people who can respect him. He is not 100% confident, but he will not push away the player in fear. He is very emotionally mature. His route will be much more straightforward and laid back. But you couldn't have known this because Sweet Elite isn't even out yet. You could have waited a couple more weeks, played the demo, and see for yourself. But you decided to go straight to this conclusion. You didn't even address him by his name. To you, he is just a redhead dude. A generic trope. No one bats an eye when this is done by anime girls. This one really grinds my gears. The anime and gaming industry is filled with girls that not only their character designs are copy-pasted all over, change their hairstyle and tweak their eye color and voila, but also their personalities. I mean, the number of Tetsunderes and ditzy girl characters are absolutely endless, and yet nobody cares. They're essentially the same thing repeated over and over again, but tweaked just slightly so that you don't notice. Do you really think those businessmen in top hours don't know how to manipulate you like that? They do it all the time with girl characters. But someone dares to make a character similar to a male character physically, even though their personalities are radically different. Oh no, the horror. It's important to be respectful to the creators and to the characters themselves. Automatically assuming the worst of people usually doesn't bring anything good. Thankfully, 99% of our fans are absolute gold. They are amazing and supportive and are able to see quite clearly that creators like us and Charles do this out of passion. We're obviously not trying to plagiarize art, and many of our fans have personally messaged me to tell me that one reason why they were interested in Sweet Elite in the first place is that how original and fresh the character concepts and gameplay seemed to be. We have actually sent a message to Charles about the whole situation and are still waiting for a response. But when we do, I will publish it so that it is clear once and for all. As a writer, I make it my goal to analyze and appreciate other creators' characters as fairly as possible. Obviously, I have my own personal taste and happen to dislike it. And if I happen to dislike a character, that's one thing. However, I will never, ever jump straight to the conclusion that someone is plagiarizing without looking to the objective proof and staying rational. I apologize if I may seem harsh in this post, but the staff and I are really tired of seeing this rude and unnecessary comments like this. Be constructive in your criticism and give us good arguments. If you do that, we promise to always listen to you. Please refrain from bringing this up from now on. Thank you. But as you can see, Sweet Elite, the characters of Sweet Elite actually care for their game. And I assure you most of what I've seen in terms of their dialogue and the like, I'm not going to post any of it up because it's still in the demo and I don't feel right doing that. But most of it's up. Most of the dialogue, most of the commentary is smooth. I mean really smooth. You can tell characters have their own personality, and it doesn't look like someone just copy and pasted Google Translate. B-move. Nor does it feel like they're running in. There might be at least like one cliche in there. Maybe two, but they're not that many. As in with Aldria and My Candy Love, it's basically, oh, you're walking on, bam, cliche, bam, cliche. There are people who actually were at the beginning of the Aldria, at the very beginning, started guessing on the masked man's identity and got it right. This is a high percentage of people. Aldria has also have a problems with grammar errors. They have 2 months, and all they have to do is translate. Has no one heard of grammar? It's just really awkward to read. Once Sweet Elite has go ahead, I know I personally will have much joy in reading it out loud, and the only mistakes that will happen will be because of my own voice and no awkward wording on their part. Again, this is Geeky Dragon giving you a little update on Sweet Elite. But for everyone, the about 10 people who's working on this game, the only thing I can say is holy shit. This was done with only 10 people. And while the games done by companies may look more polished, look more nice, just because it's pretty rock doesn't mean means that it's a pretty rock is still a pretty but price. A worthless rock that may be pretty is still worthless. Sweet Elite is the obvious case of a diamond in the My only fear is once they start getting going, that the passion that I see here, the care, the love, the care, the attention they give to this game will dwindle once they get more money. I hope that's not the case, but honestly, online otome games don't give me a lot of hope on that. Blame B move. The BS B move pulled. Anyway, I am Geeky Dragon, telling you all to have a good evening. Never stop geeking out about your passion. Bye.